How's it going, all you beautiful people out there in the wolf pack? I am so sorry that I haven't posted in a while. Work's just been hectic and weather and everything else, so it's kind of just been a little hectic lately. But I am back and making more content. Trust me, I ain't gone nowhere. But I hope everybody's doing good out there. I hope you guys staying tactical, staying safe. But so, what are we talking about today in this video? So today is something I'm extremely excited for, and it's a very new addition to the collection. So what we are talking about today is this beauty right here. This is my Mac 5K pistol with SB Tactical Brace. This thing is absolutely amazing. That obviously I've wanted an MP5 for so long, and obviously I ain't got H&K money, so honestly this is the closest thing that I'm probably gonna ever get to, but I don't care. It's an MP5 to me. So but this thing is absolutely just it lives up to the hype of the MP5 that's been around for a long time. That famous roller blowback delayed, I completely butchered that, roller delayed blowback design. Thank you. Sorry about that. But you know, I've always wanted to try one, and I'm so glad it lives up to the hype. And this thing is just so smooth and just so nice. And I don't know why that mag does not like to come out of there. But just, I absolutely love this thing. And of course, you gotta do the H&K slap. I mean, I love this thing. And of course, I love this brace. It is so nice, and it's foldable, so it's just nice and compact. So this is the K model. It's a little bit smaller than the normal, standard MP5-esque, models. But, I absolutely love this thing. And one thing that is so nice about MAC, with Military Armament Corporation, I believe, that these are pretty much made up to spec, same, tools, machines as, your actual MP5. So literally the majority of H&K and also, just MP5 parts will fit on this thing. Trust me, I got some plans for this thing, and it comes with your actually machined into the barrel, your tri-lug adapter. You got your flash hider, and then you got your 1/2x28 threads underneath, and it's just absolutely amazing. This thing only weighs, I think, about like a little over 4.5 pounds, and length I think is about 13 inches, maybe a little over, and about 5.8 inch barrel. And it's just obviously 9mm. I've seen the 22s around, and I know they're probably, so much fun, but I wanted the 9mm version. I wanted as close as I could possibly get to an MP5, and it absolutely lives up to the hype. Now, it comes with 2 standard metal mags, and I have those loaded at the moment, but it comes with 2 of these, 30 round mags, and they work phenomenal. I got, since this is a real new addition to the collection, I don't have a lot of rounds through it, but I have at least a couple hundred through, and it has worked flawlessly. No issues whatsoever. And I tried getting some of these mags. I believe, what are they? No, I can't really read it, but just, cheap polymer mags, and I tried them out, And the other one's still good, but this one I'm kind of really upset about this. That I don't know if you guys can see it, but the feet, the lip right here broke off. That I don't know if that's a better look at it, but like that corner right there broke off. So now rounds won't stay in it. That they just start flying out. If they're on this side, they're fine, but if they're on this side, that they just pop right out. And it's okay. I just got them to try them out. That they're just cheap mags, but I can just have this just as a show. But I mean, looks cool, and it wasn't that expensive, but I think in the future I'm going to stick with the metal mags that just more sturdier, more reliable. I wish Magpul would make some of these mags, but I mean, who knows. But definitely an amazing pistol that, like I said, I've wanted one of these forever. And I definitely have some plans in store that I do want to put a flashlight on it. I do want to put a mount up here for a red dot, and I do want to get a can for it. But, in due time. But I absolutely love this thing. The one critique I have about this is, obviously you have your paddle down here. I don't know why that sticks that bad. But you have your paddle right here for your mag release. Why have that? So it does have like a actual like push magazine release, but who's reaching that? That's my only gripe. That's my only gripe. Like who's reaching that? Because if you're reaching all the way up here, you might as well just use the paddle. But I'm glad that they at least put both, so that way whatever your preference is. But this thing is so nice. I love this thing with a passion. But that's really my only gripe. And also, I will find out the name, Jesus, of these mags. ETS group. So I got these from Gun Mag Warehouse. I love Gun Mag Warehouse. That normally if I'm looking for mags for one of my guns and I can't find it, 9 times out of 10 I go there and I can find it. But I seen these and thought, what, why not try them out, try maybe a cheaper option. But yeah, so far I mean, ran great, no feeding issues or anything, but as far as construction wise, just I have a gripe with that corner of the feed lip getting it just broke. Like I wasn't doing anything extra or rough, really just normal operation, and it broke on me. So, which I know they'll probably never see this video, but just if happenstance they do, metal reinforced lips. I mean, that you would think that's just a given, but I digress. But this thing is so awesome, and I love on how the majority H&K parts or other manufacturers that make aftermarket parts for this will fit. Now do pay attention, because I had to catch myself too. But when you do order aftermarket parts for this, that make sure that you do your research and make sure that it is for the K model, because like handguards obviously are K specific, but also the brace. So something I didn't know, but with this brace, so with your standard MP5, you only have 1 pin back here for the your brace or whatnot. But for the K model, or at least this specific model, is 2 pins. So do be aware of that. and make sure, you just double check, make sure you're getting the correct parts and everything. But other than that, just look at this thing. This thing is sick. I absolutely love this thing, and it has ran flawlessly. Now, it does come with that when you get it, you get the 2 metal mags come with it, and then you get this nice case, and it's actually a really nice, decent case. And it's got the cut out foam for everything. That I don't know if you, but as you can see, you got your mags right here. Gun goes right here, obviously. But one gripe though I do have about this is, so it comes with this bottle right here, so for like lube and stuff, but obviously you gotta put your own lube and stuff in there, but kind of pointless in my opinion. That why would you take your already gun lube that you have that's already in a bottle and just I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't understand that part. And it does come with a sling. I've tried it. It's not even worth it. I mean, now don't get me wrong that the sentiment, it's nice that they thought of it, but it's not really practical. That's why I kind of just put it back, just put it in the case. But one thing I do like though is that it comes with this too. It comes, it's got brushes and everything, obviously for cleaning. But other than that, I mean, and then the back plate with the swivel right here, that it comes with. But other than that, I mean, really nice case. It, if you want to keep it without a brace or, something like that, it is nice to have, it is a nice, decent case, to be able to transport it, keep it in, stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, I really do not have any gripes with this. This has actually became my little, I guess you can say, backseat princess, kinda. It's my backpack gun. That it is so nice, especially. I don't like how this mag. Sorry about that. This mag does not like to come out. I don't know why. I don't have any problems with any of my other mags. It's just this one I don't understand. But I mean, especially with the brake, look how tiny that is. That thing is so tiny. I love this thing. And with the foldable brace, so you just and get to work. It is so nice. But I have specifically a backpack that is just for this, and it rides with me. Just being the kind of person I am, that just I'd rather have it and not need it and not have it. So that's just my point of view. People have your own opinions, but but still, something that's this small that literally fits right in a backpack, no issues, and it can be deployed very quickly. So, but it is, I'm so happy with this thing. Like, it just, because growing up, Call of Duty and movies, and just, you see some form of the MP5, MP5K-esque, and it just, I've always wanted one. Now, would it be nice to have like an actual H&K? Well, of course, but I ain't got H&K money. So, about as close as I can get to it, and I don't care, it's the next best thing if you ask me. But like I said, I've put a couple hundred rounds through it. I haven't put a lot, but just a couple hundred rounds, and it has ran flawlessly, no issues whatsoever. But I cannot love this thing anymore. Like, it is so awesome, and it's so nice and comfortable to shoot, and that delayed roller blowback system that is just so smooth that now I see the hype and obviously why this has been around for as long as it has and why it's still around. And obviously 9mm, and you got 30 rounds on tap. It's just you can't pick or find anything better. Now, obviously, there's newer age stuff that all the new stuff coming out, that similar system that's kind of esque, but you just can't beat a classic. But I absolutely love this thing, and I do apologize that I have been trying to get out to the range and get some range videos. That with work and the weather and stuff, it kind of hasn't really planned out, but there is going to be some range videos coming up in the future. I went out to the range once, and just the wind and everything, just the audio was shit, and it just wasn't good. But so that stuff is coming, but I just wanted to showcase the new piece to the collection. One of them, there is more that I will be making videos on, but I wanted to show you guys. I absolutely love this thing, and like I said, it might not be a real MP5, but it's about as close as I can get, and it's affordable too. Like, it to some people it might be expensive, but when you're talking about this kind of platform and everything, that trust me, they can get a lot more expensive. So retail is about $9.99, somewhere around there, but around $1,000. And if you ask me, when you're talking about MP5 or MP5 clone, that it's really not bad. It's really not. That there's more expensive clones out there, and some of them that they're just expensive as a H&K MP5. So I mean, but as far as like the budget friendly esque, this is the way to go. And then slap you a SP tactical brace on there, and you're good to go. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, please subscribe. It helps me out, and I love getting content out to you guys. So I hope all you guys stay safe, stay tactical, and thank you for watching.